Are you a family caregiver caring for a loved one in your home? Are you exhausted, worn out, and at the end of your rope? Do you feel like giving up? If you desperately need answers and direction on how to take care of your loved one, you need Caregiving Tips A to Z. This highly informative book by Starr Calo-oy has been written in a down-to-earth manner rather than in technical language. How does she know what you need to know? Because Starr and her husband Bob took care of the elderly in their home for 18 years, 24/7, 365 days a year. They've been through the sleepless nights, behavioral problems people with dementia have, and trying to get the elderly to eat. They have been through it all, and now they want to share the hands-on tips they've discovered over the years with you. Call Starr now for your copy of Caregiving Tips A to Z and start living again. Call 521-8668. That's 521-8668 and talk to Starr. Remember, you're not alone anymore. Call 521-8668. That's 521-8668.
Well, every Sunday for the past year, Starr Calo-oy has given you tips on the best way to care for your loved ones. Since then, you've had your own questions, and in this edition of Caregiving 101, she's back with your answers. Good morning, Starr.
Good morning.
We have a lot of questions. I know that that your viewers have been saying, "I want you to answer these questions," and I'm gonna prompt you with some of these questions that you've given me. One of them, first of all, is one caregiver. She's single. She has no kids, but her siblings are saying, "Listen, you can care for our loved one." Because you have more time than we do.
And you don't have a job.
And you don't have, yes, that's not fair.
That's not fair. Her job is incredibly difficult. Number one, we suggest don't let your siblings put that all on you. You need them to step up to the plate and help. And so we suggest this. Call a meeting, have your siblings come over, have some pizza or something real simple. Make it a friendly atmosphere because you don't want to attack them or they won't even come. But let's all get together. We're going to talk about mom's care. Then when they get there, you're going to have already written down on a list, I have my own things that I have to do, my yard work, my doctor appointments. I've got laundry to have to be done, house to be cleaned, and meals to be cooked, plus taking care of mom's doctor appointments, all of her visitors that come over, feeding her, changing her, everything. So what I am suggesting is y'all pick what you want to do. Who wants to do my yard work? Who wants to do my laundry? And if they say, no, are you kidding? Are you out of your mind? There's no way I'm going to do any of that. I've got my own life over here. Well, no problem. Give me some money, and I'll hire somebody to do it.
Yeah.
You've got to be bold in this, Eileen, because boy, I'll tell you, if they aren't bold, they're going to end up getting worn out, burn out, and they'll die before the person they're taking care of. That's a proven fact right now in the census.
And according to this this caregiver, she says that well, the expenses are going even higher and higher, so she can't keep up with them. She's overwhelmed right now.
That's right, exactly. And so we suggest that if the siblings are not willing to give some money or help, no problem. We'll sell mom's house. And that's going to go for her care. It's not for the inheritance.
Yeah.
The house, and her belongings are for her care in her old age. Inheritance is actually what's left over after you die. It isn't for your adult children while you're still living. Those things need to be sold so that they can have the best care possible.
Yes. Okay. So
and it's hard love.
Yes.
It's tough. But this is what we tell everyone. Now, there's one other suggestion that we have is let's say that you don't have any siblings. You don't have anyone to help.
You're an only child.
You're an only child. Or your loved ones live way in Hawaii or whatever and they're estranged. What we suggest is if you've already resigned yourself to stay home and take care of mom, what you want to do is go to a support group, visit with some people, tell the people, well, I'd like to take care of your loved one also. It's the same disease, so I'm familiar with it. And then I'll charge a fraction of what it would cost you to put them in a facility. And then you can hire some respite help and get away also.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got an income.
Yeah, you have to have some help. You have to. You can't just do it on your own. All right, well, what about this? A caregiver, she visits her dad. She feels guilty every time she leaves. She can't come up with any more excuses anymore. What do you say?
Well, number one, what do we do when we have our little ones? We leave, I love you very much. You have a wonderful time, and then walk out the door. You don't look back, oh, I'm leaving now. Okay, I'm leaving.
Right.
No, you don't look back for their approval. Number 2, have a bowl of ice cream ready or some of their favorite treats so you can pull them out of your purse and then go. And then go right then. Go when it's time to have their meal served. Come right around mealtime to where you time it right.
You really have to put your foot down because
Yes,
you can't feel guilty.
Otherwise, you won't go visit at all. You'll feel trapped.
Okay, couple more. How about this? Caregiver says that her mom has dementia. She's looking into a facility. What do you suggest?
Well, they need to be certified as far as dementia is concerned. That's number 1. Number 2, we've got an entire list that would take too long right this moment, but we have them in our book, a full checklist of things to look for and questions to ask. Is it well lit? Do they have people that are qualified? What is the patient to nurse ratio? You know, so on and so forth.
Okay. Of course, you say that there's a lot of ideas and tips in your book, so make sure that if you have any questions, you can always log on to their website, caregiversadvice.net. And don't forget Caregiving 101 with Starr and Bob Calo-oy. They've got more tips on KKYX 680 AM every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. Caregiving 101. And then the following hour, 10 to 11, is Marriage 101, which reminds me, June is the month of weddings, and so if you are thinking about getting married, you're already married. What about this? Marriage 101 classes, they are free.
Yes.
They are free classes. 3 different groups are available. Classes are starting on June 18th, and there's a kickoff barbecue Saturday, June 13th.
That's right, at our home, and it's free also.
Yes, well, good.
Call to register.
Yes, so questions on caregiving, questions on marriage, be sure to contact Starr Calo-oy.
Okay.
Thank you, Starr.
Okay.
All right, well, up next, why